me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine.
This is the Season 7 Greenlight Maine finale. 3 startup company finalists will compete by pitching in front of a panel of industry judges for the chance to take home the top prize. Now, here's your host, Julene Gervais.
Welcome to the Season 7 finale of Greenlight Maine. It's great to be back in the studio, and we're thrilled to be here on Lisbon Street in Lewiston at Maine Public. It's the first time in 2 years. We've been taping virtually throughout the pandemic, and our companies have risen above every challenge. They're all winners, and they'll all walk away today with thousands of dollars in cash to grow their businesses, which means the state of Maine wins too, with job creation and economic development. It's all in the hands of our judges to decide. Let's meet them now. They are business leaders doing so much for Maine and beyond. Welcome, Laura Johnson. Tell us about yourself.
Thank you, Julene. I am the Director of Mortgage Sales and Fulfillment for Bangor Savings Bank here in Maine. We are a top lender and also today a proud sponsor. Very excited to be here and looking forward to hearing from our contestants.
Glad to have you. Next up, we have Mike Boyson. Hi, Mike.
Hello, Julene. I am recently retired from the wealth management business, a Maine native. I now am a private investor helping Maine businesses grow and expand.
You will make a perfect judge. And finally, we have Bianca Koval. Welcome, Bianca.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm an investment officer at Maine Technology Institute, where we invest and support passionate entrepreneurs and innovative projects throughout the state.
Perfect. We're going to talk to you all in just a couple minutes. This season began with 50 companies applying for Greenlight Maine. Now we're down to 3. Here's a look at our 3 finalists.
Heather Kerner is the founder of artisan dough company, The Good Crust. Her mission is to help people with disabilities enter the workforce, and her dough is made with local grains and ingredients. Michael Odekera Okigbo is teaching people to speak African languages with his first-to-market app called NKENNE. He's connecting people through language and strengthening Maine culture. Ben Davis is one of the founders of the OpBox, and he's helping win the world's fight against plastic. These containers are made from recycled bottles and are giving pop-up businesses a place to set up shop. Now, let's see them pitch.
Our first company is Next Level when it comes to recycling all the bottles we use. Welcome, Ben Davis from OpBox.
Thanks so much for having me, everyone. At OpBox, we focus on 2 things: providing instant opportunity and instant community by our mobile and modular pop-up units. We build mobile and modular structures for retail, hospitality, and community infrastructure projects. And we're able to deploy these modular buildings anywhere in America. Since our inception in 2018, we've had a couple major milestones. The first couple years we spent using third-party manufacturing around the state of Maine, and after our seed round of funding in 2020, we're able to open our own production facility in Noblesboro, Maine. From there, we hired an amazing group of production people, and we've been building our team ever since. A couple milestones from there is we have actually helped develop a brand new building material called EcoSip that'll go in just a moment, and we've transitioned all of our buildings from steel shipping containers and portable storage units we used to buy from China to now Maine-made building materials and 100% recycled plastics. This building material called EcoSip is a structural insulated panel. It's made from 100% recycled PET plastic and composites, a lot like you build a boat. We've been focused on, in our own production facility in Noblesboro, on building a scalable model in which we've standardized all of our retail, hospitality, and community infrastructure units. That's pop-up shops, that's mobile shower units for the homeless, things like that. And we've now made standardized designs that are made in our modular production facility and are able to be replicated and shipped all around the country. These are some of the partners that we've been working with over the last few years that we've been able to hone down our standard models, including LL Bean, which just recently launched this past winter. The reason why we're here is we are launching our first OpBox Village in downtown Boston. this coming summer. This is a vision that we've had since the beginning, and we've been able to bring that to life not only in Boston, but soon in Chicago and Atlanta. The Upbox Village is our version of a modern shopping mall. We're deploying multiple units, 8 units in this example in Boston, to allow different retailers and hospitality folks to pop up literally in a parking lot in a brand new real estate development. We know that this model is scalable. We're getting attention across the country, and we hope to use the Greenlight Maine funding to create some content and be able to distribute that around to other markets in different areas so that we can cut, copy, and paste and replicate the OpBox Village around the country.
Excellent job. You guys have done so well. It's all about the EcoSip. Okay, Laura, start us off.
Thank you. Very nice. I like the recycling part of it. I like the natural insulation part of it. And you did talk about a scalable model. Could you talk to me about the scalability? Do you have partnerships in place? Do you have somebody you can call on immediately if you had this large order? How does that work?
Great question. And we actually just formed a partnership with a large building material manufacturer in the Midwest to be able to scale the building product, which then kind of fuels the rest of the OpBox units, right? So we've worked really hard on design to build standardized units that can be, again, cut, copied, and pasted in different assembled facilities. But we're actually doing our Series A round this summer to expand our Noblesboro production facility so that we can keep up with demand because we're maxed out at this point.
Thank you.
Mike.
Ben, tell me about this EcoSip. Is there potential that you would be serve as an OEM for other companies, or?
There are. That's part of the extension of the business as well. So we were able to secure a joint venture with the U.S. license of this building material, and we've been working for the last 2 years on developing of how to make it scalably and that sort of thing in all of our supply chain. So we've done that now, and the end of 2022, 2023 is when we'll go to market with the building material alongside the OpBox units.
Bianca.
Great. Great pitch. Tell me about your team. Do you have any gaps in your team, and do you have any challenges into filling those gaps?
Great question. Like everyone else in the construction trade, it's a tough market out there, but where we focused after our seed round in 2020 was bringing in those key management folks. So we have our baseline, we have an amazing director of production. We've got a great general manager who've come with decades of experience in this industry. And so we've got our key management people, and right now we're really focused on filling in the gaps on the production floor level. By the end of this year, we should be around 20-something people in Noblesboro.
Awesome. Well, excellent job. You guys have done so much in a short time, so congratulations.
Thank you.
We need to take a quick break, but our next company is going to teach you a new language, so stick around. We'll be right back with a word from our sponsors.
Bangor Savings Bank, committed to investing in its employees, customers, and communities to help create a stronger Northern New England. Bangor Savings Bank. You matter more.
Puritan Medical Products has been manufacturing in Guilford and Pittsfield, Maine for more than a century. They responded quickly to the pandemic, shipping test swabs for people worldwide. Recognized for innovation and focus on the future. Puritan Medical Products.
Northern Light Health, because we're all Mainers. And making healthcare work for you includes providing care to more Mainers. Innovations in ways you can access care when and where you need us. northernlighthealth.org.
Welcome back to the season finale of Greenlight Maine. Our next company can teach you African culture and language from wherever you are. Welcome Michael Odokara Okibo with NKENNE.
Thank you so much. So good to be with you guys. Kedu Afambu Michael Odokara Okibo, which means, hi, my name is Michael Odokara Okibo. I'm the CEO of NKENNE. We are the first dedicated African language learning app ever. But I'm also Michael Odokara Okibo, who originally grew up on Exeter Street in Portland, went to Winkley School, would take a bike up to Cumbies to get a Slurpee. Like, that's also me as well. And I remember almost 20 years ago, coming to Lewiston, where we are currently, there was a rally for the Somali community coming into Maine. Some people were against it, but the Maine community, the Maine family were for them coming and understanding and living here in Maine. And I remember going back home with my mom, I was like, what's the problem? Like, what's really the problem? And really what the problem was language. It was hard for people to connect with each other because of language. There was disconnect there. But I am proud to say, 20 years later, as an adult, we've been able to come up with a solution, but also a solution that is way more than what we could have ever imagined, and that's NKENNE. NKENNE is the first dedicated community-based African language learning app in market ever. We currently have a beta that we released 2 months ago, and we already have 4,100 users on our platform. We've raised money on as well. We are mostly funded on our own. We've been able to generate one institutional investor with Sputnik ATX, who were our accelerator, which was an accelerator program that we participated in just 3 months ago, and we just completed it a month ago. And we offer Igbo, Somali, Swahili, and Yoruba, with plans to offer more during our launch in August of 2022. So we're just really proud that we can represent new languages, offering new languages, not only in Maine, but in the United States. And what we'll use this funding for, that if we are lucky enough to get it, is with NKENNE for Students, which will be able to give universities the opportunity to teach African languages to their students. We have our first meeting with University of Maine Orono in a couple weeks. So this is a huge deal, and we just scored our first contract with University of Nigeria, Lagos. So there's tons of opportunity here. We've been partnering with Amazon, with ML technology. But at the end of the day, it feels kind of like a full circle moment that we're here in Lewiston, where just coming here, it was incredible to see a wide array of people connecting. Feels like a community. It just feels like a full circle moment, and NKENNE is proud to represent that.
Excellent. I just got a chill. It all began right here. All right, Laura.
Kedu.
Kedu.
Means hello.
Nice.
Thank you, that was excellent. I really appreciate the community aspect of this application and this learning system. My question is, how do you plan to stave off the more mature language learning providers?
Great question. Well, NKENNE is the first dedicated African language learning app, and there are tons of language learning apps in market. It's a $25.7 billion market, so it's a vast market, but there are no African language learning apps in market. And the most language learning app has with African languages is 2. They have not invested the time or energy in that region, while 1 out of every 7 human is an African. So with a $25.7 billion market, we could take 10% of that market easy if done right.
Thank you. Mike.
A terrific product. I got to give a shout out to the US Peace Corps, where I served in Sierra Leone, so I'm pretty familiar with West Africa and your part of the world. And my question is, have you reached out to the US government and entities like the Peace Corps that need for people to learn these languages?
Yes, one of our contacts in Sputnik ATX was an ambassador in the U.S. government, and one of the reasons why he selected NKENNE to take part of Sputnik ATX because of the incredible opportunity U.S. government can have with it. There aren't very many opportunities to learn African languages, it's just really books, and the U.S. government could be an incredible market. The B2G market, which we never thought of during the Sputnik ATX, before the Sputnik ATX program, there's a huge market we want to tap into, but we are still a small company. We have to get in where we fit in, as we say, right? So we're starting with schools, we're starting with universities, but yes, going into the government market is a huge, huge, huge opportunity for us. Bianca.
Yes, hi. Is your product development in-house, or are you outsourcing that locally?
It's all in-house, and we are a team of around 22 people. 76% of our employees are based in Maine.
And they're full-time employees at this time? That's wonderful.
Excellent job. Good luck with your launch. We just can't wait to see where you go with this.
Thank you.
All right, Michael. We need to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to introduce you to a woman who is rolling in the dough. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Martins Point Generations Advantage, offering comprehensive Medicare Advantage plans. Information at martinspoint.org.
Fame came along at a time when we really needed somebody to believe in our mission.
It's so nice to have somebody actually try to understand what we're doing.
Fame helps Maine businesses and lenders get to yes for their financing needs.
Thank you, Fame.
Thank you, Fame.
Thank you, Fame.
Maine Technology Institute, offering grants, loans, and equity investments to help support Maine's innovation economy and committed to supporting new ideas with potential to grow. Visit mainetechnology.org.
Welcome back. This is the season finale of Greenlight Maine, and our last company is improving the pizza industry everywhere with a made in Maine product. Welcome, Heather Kerner from The Good Crust.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Heather Kerner, and I am founder of The Good Crust, an artisan dough company featuring the grains of Maine's own grist mill, and with a social mission to help people with unique needs enter the workforce. Despite the pandemic, we have created 12 jobs in 2 years. We have hired 20 skilled contractors from Maine to get our manufacturing facility ready for operation. And get ready for this, we have produced 61,000 pounds of pizza dough since mixing our first batch. You can now find The Good Crust at breweries, restaurants, health food stores, nonprofits using pizza for fundraising, and institutions and caterers baking in Maine wood heat ovens made right in Somerset County, Maine. As a working mom living near a grist mill in central Maine, I was frustrated that I could not buy a pizza dough made with only local grain. Well, didn't the pandemic teach us the wisdom of sourcing our food items closer to home? With an identical twin as CEO to Maine Grains, I realized I could solve this problem with my unique connection to Maine's grain economy. Also, as an occupational therapist, using local grains to teach life skills in special education, I recognized a real-life opportunity to use pizza dough production for purposeful workforce development. Our company is proud to offer 2 key solutions for Mainers. Number 1, we are leading an effort that commits to regional grains for the rapidly growing pizza industry. We do this by utilizing 100% Maine Grains products sourced just 6 miles away. This has a direct impact on Maine's 45 wheat farmers and millers, scaling their own operations to revive a regional grain economy. Number 2, we offer vocational programming for people with unique needs like Maya to enter the workforce. In our startup year, we provided 150 hours of workforce training to individuals with brain injury, cerebral palsy, autism, and addiction recovery. We hired all 4 of our apprentices and anticipate doubling that program in the next year. By tapping into underserved populations, we are solving a labor force issue for our own company while improving the whole team's resilience and life outcomes. With a manufacturing facility and initial build-outs complete, we are poised to scale our production by 900% in the next year, allowing us to forecast $1 million in revenue in the next 2 to 3 years, with room to expand on site. With a $25,000 prize, we will invest in a walk-in storage freezer, an essential piece of equipment to allow us to add 5 new jobs in production and packing in order to allow storage capacity and allow us to reach our sales goals.
Excellent pitch. All right, Laura.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate the workforce development and also the scalability vision. Very well done.
Thank you.
My question surrounds the food safety. Do you have knowledge on staff, and what are the legal risks that keep you up at night?
Yes, thank you for asking that. A great story for Greenlight Maine. We have recruited a cheese production professional from Oklahoma by the name of Sean Duffy, who serves as our production manager and has years of experience writing HACCP plans and preparing production facilities for the plans that we need for that. So we are in process at the moment with the Maine Manufacturing Extension, getting our plans together.
Mike.
And what are your plans for transporting as you grow the business, transporting the dough? Is it a...
Yes, thank you. We do produce a frozen product and are currently working with 2 distributors, about to onboard with a 3rd. So our primary method to reach our customers will be through distribution. We are also currently managing direct distribution to some of our key restaurant customers within a 200-mile radius of our production facility.
Bianca.
What are the challenges you've received to scale to a direct-to-consumer model?
Yes, thank you. Currently, to a direct consumer model, some of our challenges are freezer infrastructure. That's one of the reasons why we're motivated to tell our story. Producing a frozen product requires that we be able to store enough to meet the demand. And so that's our current challenge.
Such meaningful work. Congratulations. You have done an amazing job.
Thank you.
All right, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, our judges are going to deliberate. Don't go away.
Through their efforts to support Maine entrepreneurs who are growing our economy, Greenlight Maine is making our state a better place to start and operate a business. For these efforts and the creation of a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem, the Harold Alfond Institute for Business Innovation at Thomas College is proud to be a sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
Albin, Randall, and Bennett, committed to providing accounting solutions to Greenlight Maine startups, working with businesses and organizations that operate locally and nationally. ARBCPA.com. First Park, a 285-acre business park located in Oakland, Maine, offering fiber internet, 3-phase power, and pre-permitted sites for businesses to start or expand. Details at firstpark.com.
Welcome back to the season finale of Greenlight Maine. It's time for our judges to deliberate, and let's go over the criteria. It's scalability, feasibility, overall quality, innovation, and the ability to keep the company in Maine. So let's talk about OpBox, only because they pitched first. What do you think, Laura?
I think they are very innovative, using recycling to create a quality product that is naturally insulating. I also like their scalability. They have made partnerships to account for that, and they know where they are. They know that they're at a stopping point if they don't scale. So they have that plan in place. And the other part I think I really like is the ability to lease or to buy. And they do say that they source their products in Maine.
Nice option, that's right. Good comments. Mike?
Well, I mean, partnering with companies like Knickerbocker, that seems invaluable to me, and an important part of keeping the business in Maine. This idea of the housing shortage and those accessory units, it just kind of sinks to me in a maybe an anecdotal but an important way, and it's a terrific concept.
Sure is. Okay, Bianca.
I think their pitch was great. There's certainly a significant economic impact potential here for the state with OpBox. There's a proven concept, and the eco-materials is certainly a differentiator, so really great.
Recycled materials, absolutely. Okay, NKENNE, we learned a lot off camera. A $27 billion business, that's amazing. He just needs a little piece of it to get it to go.
Yes, and for him it started here in Maine, so he's bringing it back here in Maine. I like the plan for the community. I think that will set them apart from those larger providers, and we always need language and learning about other communities, so I'm excited about that one. I also think that it's a great investment in people and community.
Absolutely. Mike?
Well, 1 in 8 people are African in the world. That kind of stood out for me. The idea that there's definitely a cultural barrier to teaching people things, and being aware of that, so hyper aware of that culture, and being able to differentiate yourself in that way, I think is really important for the company.
Perfect. Bianca?
Innovative product, technical, which is great. So he's doing all the development in-house, so hopefully high-paying jobs. He has pre-revenue. He hasn't launched his product yet, so yet to be told if he's going to really capture his target market. So some stuff to be seen there.
Launching in August, 4,100 members already.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, and lastly, the Good Crust. It is so good.
Yes, very excited about this one. I appreciate the innovation of involving and developing a workforce. That is very innovative. The products are sourced here in Maine. That's exciting. And I just think that it's inclusive of a lot of people, and I think that covers the community part for me. And I just think it's a great endeavor, and she does have the distribution channels down. She's done a lot well, and she's aware of the food safety, so I think she's really set up for success.
She checks every box.
Yes.
That's right. Mike.
Terrific opportunity here, especially with the pandemic, everyone buying different home cooking appliances like pizza ovens, and I think that direct-to-consumer is a terrific potential for them, and I love the fact that, you know, really from farm to table, you're going to have a Maine product.
Bianca.
I thought she had a great pitch. There's a real important social mission aspect to her business. She's yet to launch that direct-to-consumer model, so I'm hoping for that soon. She has proven sales, though, and her own manufacturing facility, and that use of Maine grains and all Maine-based ingredients is really important for the state. So I think she did great.
Awesome. Yes, it will be the first made in Maine pizza with all Maine ingredients. And she talked about an entire pizza with the sauce and the veggies and everything made in Maine. So we can't wait for that as well. All right, great comments, judges. We're going to give you some time to think this over. And we're going to take a short break. But when we come back, we'll have our winners. So don't go anywhere. We're going to have a word from our sponsors. If you own a business and want to get more involved with Greenlight Maine, go to our website at greenlightmaine.com. Partnering with us means supporting startups, creating jobs, and building Maine's economy. Welcome back to the season finale of Greenlight Maine. We are moments away from the big reveal, but first, we would like to thank our premier sponsor, Bangor Savings Bank, Maine Technology Institute, our finale sponsor, Puritan Medical Products, and Chilton Furniture for this beautiful set. All right, here we go. Bianca for third place, and $5,000 goes to NKENNE. Mike, second place for $10,000 goes to the Good Crust, and that means our first place $25,000 winner is OpBox. Congratulations to all of you. You are all winners. We can't wait to see how you invest this money. The future looks bright for you. And congratulations to our judges, a phenomenal job. We appreciate all of you in our audience, all of our sponsors who have been with us since the beginning, all of you at home for your support. This has been a great season 7. So we hope that you will join us next week when we begin our series Elevating Voices, which is a celebration of diverse businesses in Maine. We'll see you then. Have a great week. Congratulations.
Greenlight Maine Productions appreciates the generous underwriters that support our mission to build strong businesses in Maine. Thank you.